Hey, brother. Man, a couple of weeks ago, I ran a Twitter tournament to determine who you guys' favorite Disney princess was, and I have to say, I was somewhat surprised and impressed with the results. Striking from all the way back in 1998, the winner was Mulan. Honestly though, perhaps I shouldn't have been so surprised because Mulan is freaking awesome, so today I wanted to run down the top 10 reasons Mulan is the best Disney princess ever. Number 10, just the song, I'll Make a Man Out of You. Thank you, Mulan, for simply existing if for no other reason than that we have this song, which I am very tempted to sing right now, but won't because I don't want to ruin it for you. You must be swift as a coursing rib. No. And by exist, I don't just mean as a movie, but also as the Chinese poem, The Ballad of Mulan, that the movie is based on. Which, if you want to read, I will leave a link to it down in the description. It is only like 32 lines long, so it takes no time at all to read. Interestingly, people even today are unsure whether or not the Ballad of Mulan is actually based on a real person or not, so Mulan herself may or may not have ever existed. With all the force of a great typhoon! Number 9. Figuring out the arrow pole. Oh my god, do I love this scene. I remember seeing it in theaters as a kid and just getting chills because I thought it was so cool that she figured out how to climb the pole with the weights by wrapping it around, because like it's not obvious to the audience how they're gonna figure that out, and you learn the lesson right there with it. In order to beat the Huns, we're not just gonna have to be strong, but also smart and resourceful, and it just makes me smile whenever I see it. Number 8, Mulan added a condition by which one can become a Disney princess. If you didn't know, there are actual requirements characters have to meet to become an official Disney princess. First, you have to have a primary role in a Disney animated movie. 2, you can't have been introduced in a sequel. And 3, you have to be human. Or mostly human, Ariel. In addition to those 3, you also have to either have been born royal, marry royal, or commit an act of heroism. Every single Disney princess falls into the born royal or married royal category except Mulan. She basically kicked so much butt in the movie, they had to come up with a new criteria so that they could officially add her to the Disney princess lineup. And that's awesome. Number 7, she's not driven by romance. Yes, she does end up with a guy at the end, but what's so great about Mulan is that romance is never her driving force. She is attracted to Shang for sure, I mean, geez. Who wouldn't be? But at no point is winning him over romantically part of why she does anything. On the other hand, she does end up winning his respect anyway just as a soldier, which is pretty cool. Number 6, the fan move. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Final battle on the roof, Shan Yu lunges with his sword, Mulan intercepted with a fan, snap, twist, boom, disarmed. Need I say more? Number 5, Mulan personally defeats the villain. Yes, I am going to say more because one of my common complaints about most like movies where there's a good guy versus bad guy final battle at the end is when the good guy wins by just exploiting some loophole or destroying a power source or getting help from a friend or just outsmarting. It's not like skill versus skill. And I mean, I get why they do this because if the good guy was just naturally more capable and powerful than the bad guy, then we wouldn't have any conflict. He wouldn't, be a threat. But Mulan does none of that crap. She faces her enemy one-on-one, and he is like by far more capable than her, but she just straight kicks his butt and at no point needs any rescuing. Number 4, humility. Even after literally saving the entire country of China in front of the entire imperial city, she wants no form of recognition or honors, only to return home. Heck, she even turns down an offer to be one of the emperor's advisors. I mean, everything she did was just for her family and for her country, nothing for personal glory. Number 3, her willingness to get married at the beginning of the movie. Okay, that might sound weird, but stick with me. So at the beginning of the movie, we see Mulan getting ready for some sort of matchmaking service, which ultimately doesn't work out, and then she sings a song about not seeing herself in the mirror, and we're all like, oh my god, that's not who she wants to be! But what oddly impresses me is that she's going through with it anyway, and doesn't really put up any resistance about it. Remember, when she's singing that song, the idea of going off to war hasn't been introduced to her yet, so the song isn't like, I want to be more manly, or I'm like a tomboy. It's just, she doesn't really know who she is yet, but she's willing to give up her own personal desires to honor her family's traditions. And I think we can all agree it can be very difficult to do that sometimes. Number 2, returning to war. Okay, so when Mulan makes the decision to leave it's so she can save her father's life, even though she knows she's risking her family's honor and possibly her own life if she gets discovered, which she eventually is. But she's pardoned by Shang because she just saved his life and, you know, destroyed pretty much the whole Hun army, as far as they know. And of course by pardon, I mean left all alone on the side of a snowy mountain, so that sucks. But the point is, she got away with it. Her father didn't have to go to war, her family wasn't honored, and she kept her life. So, mission accomplished. Except she sees Shan Yu rise from the snow and decides she needs to reunite with the army and warn them about the coming attack, even though they just left her on the side of a mountain to die. Who stands up for their country that much after being treated so poorly by it? I mean, that's dedication right there. And number 1, of course, is what the whole movie is based on. Mulan's decision to join the army to spare her father. And I made this number 1 because of Mulan's reasoning. She does this because it's the right thing to do, not because she's trying to prove some point about what women can do and how they're as capable as men. And that is the thing I think so much media today just misses the point on. Yes, this is a movie about how a woman can be as capable, if not more so, than men. But Mulan, the character's motivation, has nothing to do with it. All she wants to do is save her family and protect her country. And by doing so, she ends up proving everything else. It's showing, not telling, and that's the reason Mulan is the number 1 princess of all time. Then my question for you and everybody else is, did I miss anything? What is your favorite Mulan moment? And do you agree? Do you think she is the best Disney princess? If not, this is why you need to follow me on Twitter, so that when I have little tournament things like this, you can vote and make sure your voice is heard. So, you know, follow me on Twitter. Leave your answers in the towel section down below, and I will see you in another life, brother.
These socks are amazing!
Guys, thanks for watching. As always, please leave a like on this video if you haven't already, and subscribe so you don't miss any other future Disney princess videos. If you want some more Disney princess info, you can click here to learn what it takes to become a Disney princess and what 5 princesses fell just a little bit short, or you can check out my Google autofill series about Elsa right here. With all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Oh god, I don't know if I'm going to include that.